Hey, what's up? It's Nathan Williams with Crazy Marketing. Now this video right here is a compilation of several videos that help make up the course that you're taking right now. Now to help you navigate through everything, I've provided timestamps down below in the description, so I recommend going, check out those timestamps, watching what's relevant to you. Let's get into it. In this section of the course, we're going to be talking about the videos you'll be uploading to YouTube to use as your ads, and then as well as your video content if you want to basically start a YouTube channel and gain a YouTube following and things of that nature. So the overarching video advertising strategy that you'll be using is something I call the triple threat strategy, and that's because there's essentially 3 tiers that you target through your advertising efforts. So basically this funnel right here represents like your entire advertising campaign and basically your business if you want to go big macro level. And so you bring people in through awareness, and then they evaluate your business, your products, your services, and then ultimately they buy, and then hopefully they buy again and again and again. And so that's business 101 and how everything works. So we have 3 different campaigns that we run in order to pull people through your funnel, through your business, etc. The first campaign is what I call an acquisition campaign, and the point of it is to essentially drive awareness. So you're driving awareness about your business, your products, your services, your customers' problems, you're addressing their problems so that way they become aware of what's around them, things of that nature. And then the next level, we have evaluation. And the type of campaign we'll run here is what I would call a direct campaign. So a direct campaign would essentially bring somebody straight from cold traffic. They don't know who you are, they're not aware of your business, but you bring them straight into like your products and your services, and maybe they have enough pain in their life that they're like, okay, I'll buy it, let's do this thing. Or they'll register for your webinar or whatever your objective is, whether it's lead gen or sales or whatever you're trying to do. You're gonna run a direct campaign to try and get people to take that action from cold to hot right off the bat. And then the third type of campaign is a retargeting campaign, or I guess in Google Ads terms, it's a remarketing campaign, where you're gonna be targeting people that have interacted with your business in one way, shape, or another. They visited your website, they watched some of your videos, they know who you are, they're aware of you, they might know of your products, your services, etc. And you're gonna try and get them to buy things, and then people that buy things, you're gonna be running retargeting ads to them as well, trying to get them to buy more things. So these are essentially the 3 levels of campaigns that we're going to be running, and a little bit more details here. So the acquisition level, we're probably going to be running discovery ads and in-stream ads, and these are focused on the audience. So you're trying to speak just to the audience, and a lot of times these videos are going to be educational or informational. You can think about like how-to videos, things of that nature. So when somebody comes across your business, you're basically helping them out. YouTube is loaded with how-to videos. I know I go there all the time for help on things, no matter if it's replacing a fan in my attic or something I need to figure out within ClickFunnels or running YouTube ads, etc. Go to YouTube, search for how-to tutorials, and that's a great way to form a bond with somebody, is by providing that educational or informational material. Another type of acquisition video would be like an entertaining or branding type video. Now you can think of like big brands here, like TV ads. Think about TV ads. So like the Lincoln car commercial with Matthew McConaughey. You got Progressive commercials with Flo, and the Dell commercials way back in the day. That dude, you're getting a Dell. Like there's not real strong like calls to action or anything like that in those videos. It's just like, branding. Like I still remember the Matthew McConaughey ad. I remember Progressive and Flo, and I remember the dude, you're getting a Dell guy. So that's what I'm talking about with entertaining branding. Nothing, you're not selling something necessarily, or not selling something directly. And then another option here is for like local businesses. Doing a tour of your office or your business is a great type of acquisition ad. You run that in a 10-mile radius around your business. Everyone in that 10-mile radius that's on YouTube will see the insides of your business, how it works, meet your staff, etc., feel comfortable. And that's just a great way to provide awareness for your business and, brand yourself. And then there's the direct ads, and these are typically be in-stream ads. And I'll go over the difference between discovery versus in-stream in the next section here. So don't worry if you don't quite understand that yet. We will cover that shortly. But direct ads, again, these are the ads that you're trying to take cold traffic and convert them into buyers or leads like right off the bat. And so these are very product or service specific ads. And the whole goal behind these ads are to earn. You're trying to sell something or generate a lead, something along those lines. And then there's something that I would call an acqui-direct. So that's a combination of acquisition and direct. And these are typically in-stream ads as well. And basically, you're going to be connecting your audience and your products and your services all together. And they combine everything. They're educational and entertaining, and they're going to help you earn money. And what I think of a lot of times for this type of ad is the Squatty Potty. It's a funny ad, it's informational, it teaches you about how to poop better and why you need to poop better and all that type of stuff. And then there's a call to action to go get a Squatty Potty. So that's what I would consider an acqui-direct ad. You're using that ad to be educational, entertaining, and earn you money all at the same time. And this is typically where you want to go if you're running these in-stream ads, is the acqui-direct, because they just work very well and they're not too pushy or salesy or anything like that. And in one of these follow-on videos, I'll go over an example of the acqui-direct ad, so you know what I'm talking about, but I imagine you get the gist of it. You're a smart person, so we're good to go. And then there's the retargeting ads, which I talked about. These can be in-stream ads and also display network, and I'll talk about this later on as well, but display network basically puts your ads on websites across the internet that are running Google AdSense. So Google AdSense is basically Google's display network, and you can place your ads there for people that watch your videos. So that way your ads are following people on YouTube, but they're also following people on websites that they're visiting. So you're ever present. And the type of ads you'll run for retargeting are direct and acqui-direct style ads. So you're going to be going for those sales, and then you're also going to be educational, entertaining, and trying to earn some money. And so these are essentially the 3 or 4 types of campaigns you'll be running. And again, we're gonna get into more detail on this stuff as we launch our own campaign. So I'm just trying to provide an overview right now so you know what's to come. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the training. Real quick, I have a special offer that I want to present to you where you can get a digital copy of my book as well as an audio copy. Plus, I'm giving away 20 pre-written emails that make your email writing a piece of cake. And finally, I have a 7-figure funnel. It's the first funnel that I built that generated over 7 figures for a small business, and it includes training on how to actually set up the funnel. If you're interested in that, plus several other bonuses, link in the description down below, or there'll be a link in the little box up above here. So if you're interested, check it out. Back to the training. In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the content you can use in your videos. Now at the acquisition level, those are like informational videos, or you're going to take people on a tour through your office or your building and basically brand yourself or be very helpful to somebody. So those are pretty self-explanatory. YouTube is full of how-to videos, and you can imagine how a tour of a building or an office would go. So there's no real like script on how to do those. Now there are of course scripts for when you want to sell something. So for your direct ads, you can use scripts for those or a framework for those. And then your acqui-direct ads, there's also scripts and frameworks for those. Now I've got a couple here, and you can use them or you don't have to use them. There's a ton of them out there, and or you can of course make your own. So there's no set way to do this. I'm just trying to get you in a direction, and then you can take it and run with it from there. So this first script is a direct script, and typically this will be about 60 to 90 seconds long. And the first 5 seconds, you're gonna wanna do a hook. So basically, how to get X without Y. So for an example, you wanna learn how you can lose 20 pounds without working out. So there's an example of a hook that would hook somebody in those first 5 seconds, and those first 5 seconds are critical because they have to watch those when viewing an in-stream ad. Like after the 5-second mark, they can click to skip your ad, so you wanna hook them in those first 5 seconds. So that's where those first 5 seconds are critically important to get people in and watching your video. Then you wanna spend about 30 seconds with an explanation. And basically in this section, you'll wanna talk about the benefits of what you are offering. So the benefits of losing 20 pounds without working out are that your clothes are gonna fit perfectly, you're gonna get lots of compliments, everyone will be jealous of you, it's great for your health so you won't die young. So a lot of benefits to losing 20 pounds quickly, all obvious stuff, and of course it's gonna change to your market. So after those 30 seconds of the benefits, you want to go into about a 10-second call to action. So basically, you want to click the link above or below to learn more about this super awesome offer and get rid of those 20 pounds without working out. Then you spend another 30 seconds or so with another explanation about the features of what you're offering. So basically, when you join our program, you're going to get access to over 100 videos in our library, 8 million recipes, and our premium fat burner drugs. So again, just a list of features of the product or service that you're trying to sell. And then you're going to close out with another 10-second call to action. Click the link up above or down below in order to learn more and claim your super secret membership today. So that's an example direct video sales script. As you can see, it's quite salesy or pitch-like, and that's okay. This can work very well, especially if it's something somebody needs. So these are great videos to try out. And then here's an Aqua Direct script. And remember, this is a combination of your acquisition campaigns and your direct campaigns all into one. So you're going to be entertaining, educational, and trying to earn some money. So here is the script for this. And again, you can change it around or come up with your own script. You do not have to use what is presented here, but hopefully this gives you a head start. So first things first, you want to call out your audience and or tell them what they're going to learn in this video. And so one example is, if you're not an online marketer, skip this ad. And it's okay to have people skip your ad, especially if they're not your target audience. Because YouTube will charge you after somebody watches 30 seconds of your video, or if the video is less than 30 seconds, if they watch your whole video. So if they're not your target audience, you don't want them to hang around for 30 seconds, so that way you don't get charged. So if you say something like, if you're not an online marketer, skip this ad, and if the person's not an online marketer, or let's say you're in the weight loss niche and they're not trying to lose weight, then you don't want them to watch your ad for 30 seconds because you'll get charged for it. So if you can get them off your video, the sooner the better. Another example is, I want to show you how to make $8 million online. So there's that tell them what they're going to learn script piece right there. And then the next thing you want to talk about is a pain or desire that they're having. So do you have shiny object syndrome? Does it feel like, not felt like, does it feel like every day you're buying a new tool or trying some other strategy or tactic? So there we are, speaking to one of the pains of being an online marketer is there's always something new coming out and it's hard to know what to focus on. So then the next step is to relate to them. So for years, I was very much the same, and as a result, I had very little success making money online. So there we go, we are just like them. We were in the same spot they were a couple years ago. We were bouncing around from shiny object to shiny object and having very little success making money online. And then the next step is to introduce the solution. So until one day I figured out the interest-driven sales funnel strategy. This strategy is awesome because it allows you to build a sales system that automatically molds and adapts to your customers' interests so you can better relate and sell more. Also, this strategy is evergreen. It existed before the internet and will continue to exist far into the future. And the best part, once you understand this strategy, you'll be able to implement it with only a couple of tools. Imagine, no more shiny object syndrome. You will have the strategy and the tools to make $8 million instantly. And finally, you're going to close out the ad with a call to action. So anyway, everything you need to know is inside of this book right here. Hold up a picture of the book and click the link somewhere on the screen to learn more. Simple as that. That is an Aqua Direct style script that can work very well. Finally, you can quote unquote hack YouTube ads. Now, first thing you want to do is make sure that your ad blocker is off. Maybe you don't use an ad blocker and you're doing things the right way. But if you have an ad blocker, make sure you turn it off, otherwise this is not going to work. Then you want to go ahead and browse a bunch of websites in your market. Now, more than likely you do this naturally because you're interested in this, whatever you're offering. So you're browsing competitors' websites or informational websites about what you offer. So you're likely already on a bunch of people's remarketing lists for the types of products and services that you offer. And you want to do that so that way you're being shown ads that, relate to you. There's a bunch of people doing YouTube advertising. So you're going to be on some lists somewhere and you're going to be retargeted with relevant ads from your competitors probably on your YouTube as you're watching YouTube. So that's what the goal is here. Browse the website so you get on those remarketing lists. And then you want to go over to YouTube and start browsing YouTube. And eventually some ads are going to start popping up as you watch YouTube. And then when you see an ad, watch the ad. Don't just skip ahead of it. Decide if you like the ad. visit that ad, and then you want to go ahead and try and extract that ad's framework. So you'll watch for how they introduce themselves, how they introduce their business, how they're interacting with the audience, what type of calls to action they're using, things of that nature, and then you're going to essentially make a framework around their video structure and then try and apply it to your business, which is the next step here. So apply it to your own business. Simple enough, right? And then you're gonna go ahead and launch it and see if it works. Simple enough, right? That all should make some sense. All right, so real quick, here's how to quote unquote hack an ad. So I was browsing YouTube here and an ad popped up on this video. I'll just click in random videos in order to try and get an ad to pop up on my screen here. And as you can see, at the top of the ad, there's a way to click on it and like actually view the video on YouTube. So you click on it here and it brings you to
management tool called Monday.com. This is what it...
If I can get it to go. All right, so, and it brings you to the video that's actually on YouTube, and then you can, watch it several times in order to analyze it and break it down and all that type of stuff. You can see that this one has 30 million views. So they've been running this ad pretty hardcore, it sounds like. I mean, that's a lot of views. And it's only been going since May this year, May 14th, 2018. So what's that, 4 months? 4 months, 30 million views. So yeah, they're putting a lot of money behind this one. So it must be working. So this must be a good ad and one you'd probably want to hack and emulate or model, things of that nature, assuming that you have like a similar product, or maybe even if you don't have a similar product, this framework is still likely applied to any other business model, right? Frameworks are typically universal. There might be some things that are specific to a market or product, but you know what I'm saying. And then you can just, come down here, and sometimes these comments are very helpful. Like, I don't usually like ads and this is irrelevant to me, but dang, you guys did a good job, caught my attention from the start. So there we go. Such a well-made video, best ad ever, props to the team behind it. This is actually a good advert, works on your phone because it's 2018, best line ever. LMAO because it's 2018. So by going in and like analyzing the ad in more depth, you can see like what people like about it, don't like about it, etc. So very, very handy. We'll watch this ad real quick.
This is an ad for a project management tool called Monday.com. This is what it looks like, and this is what it feels like. So the tool works like this. We call this a board. Just put everything you need to do here, then put who's in charge of it here, and see where everything stands here. Also, it works on your phone because it's 2018. Click drag and drop to create your board exactly the way you need it. You'll never drop the ball on the important stuff again. So go to Monday.com and create your free account today.
Alright, so hopefully you see kind of how that ad worked. It's very punchy, quick, fast, funny, etc. And then they end with a call to action to go to Monday.com and do whatever today. So there's a good example of an ad. You can see it's 32 seconds, nice and short, and you could definitely break that thing down and likely apply it to any business model because short, punchy, funny, I mean, that's common stuff, right? All right, so I just wanted to show you that as an example of how you could go ahead and hack an ad. And last but not least, if you're really struggling on coming up with some sort of video content, you can definitely just Google YouTube ad video scripts. There's a ton of content on different scripts you can use for your videos, and you're gonna come up with some idea. And you likely already have plenty of ideas. You see ads everywhere. Don't overcomplicate this. Keep it simple, remain flexible, be able to test a bunch of different videos if you need to. So what I mean by that is you don't need to have professional video quality videos every single time. Like, use your cell phone, use your webcam to shoot a video. It does not have to be some multi-thousand-dollar production every time you want to create a video. If you watch any ads, you'll notice 98% of them on here are shot with an iPhone or Android or mobile phone in general. So you don't have to get sophisticated. Launch quickly, fail fast, yada, yada, yada. In this video, we're going to talk about uploading a video to YouTube. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory stuff, but there's a few little tricks and or things you want to check on when you upload your videos. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you come up here to this little camera thing and upload video, or if you want to go live, you could go live as well. but we're uploading a video, and it'll bring us over to the YouTube studio and give us the option to upload a file. And so go ahead and identify your file. Now there's some strategy or tactics here. You want to go ahead and name your file, like the name of the video that you're uploading. Like you want to use the keywords that you're kind of targeting and what your video is about, like in the file name itself. There's some studies done that this helps improve your SEO results. So if you're uploading a video and you want people to be able to find it organically on YouTube, then you want to do these steps. If you're uploading a video and you're going to use it as an ad, you don't need to do this. So just make that clear real quick. So let's say that I'm talking about the sales funnel training. Like that's what I'm going after, my keyword, I guess you could call it, sales funnel training. And then you can right click on the file and go to properties, and there's some details in here, and you can go ahead and add a title, so sales funnel training. And we'll go ahead and put 5 stars on there. I don't know if it does anything, but we're in here and I don't think it hurts anything. I also, under author URL, I always throw in my website URL, so that way hopefully Google's looking at all this information, or YouTube's looking at all this information, and the goal is when somebody watches one of my videos, then YouTube recommends other videos that I've created and people get into my channel and all that type of stuff. So I want to give them as much opportunity for YouTube to know that these are my videos. So let's throw this in here, crazyimarketing.com. And that's all I add in the details section. Go ahead and hit apply. And it goes and renders or whatever it does. And okay. So, all right, cool. Now I go ahead and upload my file. And so your file will start to upload. You see it over here, uploading video. And then you can go ahead and customize your title a little more. Like you might want to add a little more to it than just your keyword that you're going after. Your description, you want to go ahead and include, stuff that's related to your word you're targeting, right? So you might say something about, this is the best sales funnel training you will ever see. In this video, we discuss X, Y, and Z, or something like that, right? So basically you're using your keywords or your phrases, stuff people might search for. You're referencing in the description, you're referencing in the title, the file name has it in it, the file details has it in it. So basically, no matter where YouTube looks at your file, it's like, okay, this is about sales funnel training, right? So it makes some sense. Thumbnail, of course, you want to have something that's eye-catching. If you go to YouTube and you browse around YouTube, you can get thumbnail ideas all over the place. So if you find a style that looks cool or that you like, then go ahead and you can kind of model what's out there. So you want something, of course, that's eye-catchy or eye-catching. Playlist, so if your file goes into a playlist, like this could be, sales funnels. And I could go ahead and create a playlist. And then we have visibility, so we have public, private, unlisted. Public obviously means that anybody could see this playlist. Private means that they need to have an invite to the playlist, so you need to add somebody to the playlist so they could see the playlist. So that assumes that they have a Google account or a YouTube account and you can invite them. And then unlisted means that you have a playlist and you could give somebody the link to that playlist and they could go view it. They don't have to be invited to it. This is also good for private memberships. You could unlist your playlist or unlist your videos, and then only people with the links to those videos can view them. Also, you can embed unlisted videos. So if you have a membership site or something like that, you could put your video as unlisted and it won't show up on YouTube, but you could embed it in your membership site. So that's something a lot of people do. Anyway, I'm gonna keep it public and create, and then I'll go ahead and check it and done. All right, then audience, so is this for kids or not for kids? So no, it's not made for kids. And there's more advanced settings, so you can go into that if you need to. More options, you want to click this because you want to check out these more options. So paid promotion, of course, if you have a promotion or a sponsor for your video, you want to go through this process. Tags, of course, very important. You want to go ahead and include proper tags. We talked about this previously. I always use like my Crazy Eye Marketing, crazyeyemarketing.com, and Crazy Eye Marketing tags on all my videos. Again, trying to make sure that Google or YouTube knows that this is a Crazy Eye Marketing video, and so hopefully we can put a bunch of Crazy Eye Marketing videos in front of people. So that's why I use my tags here. But then of course you want to put in your keywords, sales funnel, or sales funds, sales funnel training, etc. So you want to enter as many relevant tags as possible. You have up to 500 characters, I believe, so you can put a lot of stuff in here, and the strategy is to kind of max this out, so you do want to put in as many terms as is relevant. Of course, language and subtitles, you can select what's relevant here, recording date, all this stuff is pretty much default settings, so you can click through here and decide what's important to you. We're going to go ahead and hit next for now. So now we have video elements, and we have two options here. We have add an end screen, so promote related content at the end of your video, and then we have cards, which promotes related content during your video. And you want to set these up, so we can go to add, and basically there's a couple different options in here, and you can play around with it to get it how you want it to go. But they give us a few pre-established templates, so you could click one of these templates, or you could come up here to add elements, so you could be like add video, and so it adds that video element, and you could play around with it, resize it, all that type of stuff. And you select most recent upload, best for viewer, choose specific video, and so on. So pretty self-explanatory. You've probably seen end screens before, so this is how you set it up. You can also change like when it's triggered in your video. So if you have like a lead out, you could go ahead and make it make sense when it pops up and all that type of stuff. You could add, a subscribe button as well. So we could throw this in here, and boom, we have our little template created, and so on. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of play with it, get it the way you want it. And then we have cards. So it allows you to promote related content during your video. So let's click on it real quick, and I'll show you kind of how it works. So basically what a card is, it's a little icon that pops up in the top right hand corner here, and it's like click here to learn more. And so you can create some different cards. So we can reference or link to another video or a playlist. We can link to our channel. We could set up a poll, which encourages viewers to participate in a poll. However, after June 10th, videos will no longer be supporting poll cards, so I guess this will be gone probably by the time you're watching this video, so you might not see this option. And then we have link, and this is the one I typically use. However, you do have to enable it, and in order to enable it, you need to become a YouTube partner. And in order to become a YouTube partner, you need to have 4,000 public watch hours in the last 12 months and 1,000 subscribers and link to an AdSense account and all this stuff. So basically you need to have a channel before you can go ahead and start adding cards with links to external websites. And what I typically do is I go in like 3 to 5 seconds into my video, and then I might have a card pop up that's like, hey, do you want whatever lead magnet, click here to learn more and get it. Now, I don't have good results with cards. I don't think people pay attention to these cards. So if you don't have them enabled and you're not linking out to your website, like I really don't think you're missing out on too much. Like they get very few clicks on them, and maybe I'm using them wrong, or my calls to action aren't very good on them. So don't stress over it if you don't have this link option available to you. I don't think it's that big of a deal. When we're creating ads, we can add calls to actions on our ads, so you can have a button on your ad pop up, and you're gonna be able to get people to click on that button within your ad. So anyway, that's just a little bit about cards, not that big of a deal. You can set them up if you have them available to you, otherwise don't worry about it. All right, we'll go to next now. So then visibility, of course. And then we have a few different options down here. We have private, unlisted, public, which are the same options that I talked about when we were looking at the playlist options. And so depending on the type of video you're uploading, like if you're uploading a direct ad and you don't want it like on your channel, like you don't want your regular subscribers to see this video, you'll want to go ahead and select it as an unlisted video. So that way you can still run it as an ad, but people that are subscribers don't see your video. But if you do want your subscribers to see the video, you can set it as public, and you can run it as an ad as a public video as well. So for your ads, either unlisted or public are your options. You could also schedule your video if you want to, so you could select a date and time to make your video go public. So there's that option if it's something that you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and check it unlisted because I don't want people actually coming to this video as it is a direct ad. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit save, and then I'll go ahead and close this little window here, and boom, just like that, I've gone ahead and uploaded a video onto YouTube, and I can use it as an ad, or I could go ahead and make it public, and it would be on my channel for anybody to view. And that's it for this video. Pretty simple, self-explanatory stuff. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed the training. Now I have a quick special offer for you. So if you want a digital copy as well as an audio copy of my book here, as well as 20 pre-written emails to make your email copywriting a piece of cake, and I also have a 7-figure funnel. It's the first funnel that I built that generated over 7 figures of revenue for a small business, and the funnel includes a course on how to set it up and also how to actually sell that funnel to small businesses. So if you're interested in starting a digital marketing agency, that course and that funnel are an ideal option for you. And there's a bunch of other benefits and stuff, bonuses and stuff. Anyway, link in the description down below, or there's going to be a little button probably up here in the video if you're interested in checking it out. Yeah, just check it out if you're interested. And other than that, I hope you have a great rest of the day.